That one wasn't even in.
Almost broken. Looks like it was broken.
That was out.
I didn't do it. I found it that way.
Richard.
It's time to meet the crew. I'm Matt. Along with me, I'm joined by my buddy Chad. Our good friend Phil is behind him. That's Phil. He's like, oh no, not the camera. And then you also get to meet our good friend Dean. This is Dean's garage. He's been really gracious to let us take it over with a project. Speaking of a project, what are we doing? So first, our idea was to get a classic, old, beat-up vehicle. Maybe something like this. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like this. Our plan was to get some kind of cool, off-roady, maybe roady vehicle. Maybe one that's engine doesn't even work. And our goal was to strip it down and put an electric motor in it and make it fun to ride. As we thought about it more, we decided maybe it'd be better to do something more like this. After some discussion, we decided it might be better to go with something with a smaller footprint. Maybe something like this that's not very heavy and low to the ground and maybe a little bit more sporty. Or maybe something like this that's more aerodynamic or just has that retro cool factor. And as we were thinking about which one of these we should select, we decided to change gears. And decided before we do that, it might be better to start with an electric motor. That's when Phil found this beauty for sale in our local area. It was a little bit of a challenge getting out and connecting with the guy who owned it, but we were able to do so. And he was willing to sell us this crashed, broken Leaf as long as we were willing to pull the battery out of it and underneath and give that back to him. So we purchased the Leaf, not the battery. It had just enough charge to get it on and off a trailer, and that's all we needed it to do.
You're looking good. First tire's going on. First tire's on. Second tire's going on right now. Yep, just go straight back. I think you passed the, you're not gonna high center. Just keep going straight back. Good, good, good. Okay, keep coming, keep coming. Nice. Okay, you're cleared. You missed everything.
In order to honor our end of the bargain with the seller, we first had to remove the battery. In order to remove the battery, start on a Leaf, you have to remove a fuse that's inside the cabin. And this makes it safe to do all the other things. So Chad and Phil are working on that. Once they pulled that out, we lifted the Leaf up so we could access the bottom and get a look at the battery. Once we had it in the air, there were a couple of plugs that we had to manually remove. That big orange one was quite tricky. It had two different pressure points that were hard to get. Once we figured it out, pulled it off, then the battery was totally disconnected from the car.
Here's a gear and a lever action on that. See?
Yeah.
So this one,
Maybe you push the blue in.
it won't go in anymore.
It won't now, so it might have
No,
pulled
so
it
I
halfway
think
out.
yeah, I think you're doing it right. I think we just worked it out.
Okay.
Looks like it's catching. So what was this one? Or what was it? You said
See where it says press on this one?
what's this say right there? Press.
That's it. There's two.
This
It's
one?
backwards. It was the other direction.
So if we go like that, you get a little. Alright. But not if you move it a little bit. Like you can't even go from here to here.
I need it to be right there.
Yeah, I don't like looking for things. I can't find anything. It's off to.
After a little bit more fiddling with it and some wiggles and some prying, we're finally able to get the car totally disconnected.
Wow, this suspension is like not great. Huh?
Oh, come
Sorry,
on.
Nico.
Poor little leaf.
Everything's going
It's not gonna go right as smooth as possible.
Another one like that? Is that the only one on the side?
Once we had most of the bolts loosened underneath for the battery, then it was just a matter of lowering it down to our very sturdy table and getting it within just a centimeter of our table, and undoing the final bolts so that we could remove it from the car. Once we got everything where we believed it was disconnected, then we slowly started lifting the car. And if everything was done properly, the battery should have been fully disconnected. And it was. You thought I was going to say it wasn't, but it was. It was fully disconnected, totally fine. We used Dean's engine lift and were able to carefully lower the battery down to the floor. And then we decided, well, we may as well see what's inside this battery. We could tell by looking at it that the seal had been broken and someone already had opened it up, and we were curious to see what the insides looked like. So we removed all the bolts around the outside, and there were a few more bolts in the middle.
Guts to this.
Ooh, that's a beauty.
Dude,
Look at those.
it's just like sandwich. Like,
Yep. These are supposed to stay under compression. That's why they have
Yes. So just watch your fingers anywhere where there's bare metal.
I think I'm just not gonna touch it.
pretty cool.
Test it out with a screwdriver. Nah.
Yeah. So this is just a.
Tell me about compression. Like these here are compacted, like you wouldn't want to just go.
Yeah, for some reason, the way that this battery chemistry works,
These ones, well, they have to be like sucked down. That's why they have these plates.
Yeah.
And these have it between them, and you'll see there's rods that go the whole distance
And they're they're
and
set
like
this.
sandwiched them. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And this is one of the only batteries that isn't cool. Like I don't think there's any liquid
Very
there.
cool.
oh, I thought you meant it's not cool.
But that,
That's cool to me.
That link, that video I sent, that outfit EV Dynamics. Oh, EV's Enhanced is what it's called. They're out of New Zealand. They make a retrofit battery that's about the same Price
wow.
is a replacement,
Oh,
but it has cooling setup in it.
that's cool.
It's cool. All right, I just want
We took the car back outside and started looking at the systems that were left and started making our plans for what kind of a car should we put this in. So that's the question. What do you think? What kind of car would you put an electric vehicle in if you wanted to put something in a classic vehicle? That's all for today. Thanks for watching. We hope to provide more videos as we can. And as you know, like and subscribe will help us a lot. Thanks so much.